Hi guys, and welcome back to Small Tutors UK. So today we're going to be doing algebra and we're going to be doing factorising. So let's get straight into it. I'm going to rewrite the question so it's a lot easier. So we have 7x minus 14. Remember what factorising is. You're taking a common factor, so a common number, out of the values that you have. And then you're basically putting it into brackets. So in a way, you're kind of simplifying as well, if you want to see it like that. This is the question. Then I know that if I look at these numbers here, I know that I can take out 7 from both of them. So let's do that. I'll put 7 here. I'll put a bracket here. Now I know that 7 times what gives me x? 7x, sorry. This is going to be x, right? So that's why this is going to be x here. I'm going to be putting, remember the sign here, so that means this is going to be minus. Then I know that, so we have this point here. And then I know that, what does 7 here multiply by to make minus 14? And I know that's going to be minus 2, right? But remember, we already put the minus in there, so we're just going to pop in the 2 there. And then there you go. And that answer is, for this one, it's 7x minus 2. And we factorized it. We took out the common factor, the common number, and then we put the remaining numbers inside the bracket. Let's do the next one. I'm going to rewrite the question again. 20x squared plus 30xy. Remember, we look at the common numbers and the common letters. So we have 20 and we have 30. Now I know what is the biggest number that goes into both of them, right? We need to look at the biggest. I know that the biggest number would be 10. We do have numbers such as 2 and 5. They do go into the 20 and 30, but they're not the biggest. So remember, try and find the biggest because you're factorizing fully, right? So we take out 10. Now if we look at here, the x's, there's a common number in both of them. It's not x squared because remember this one doesn't have an x squared, but they both have x's, so I can take out x. Do they both have y's? No, only this value. This set of numbers has a y, so we can't take that out as a factor. So I'm going to do bracket again. So I know now what is 10x multiplied by something to give me 20x squared. So I know that's going to be what? 10 times something makes 20, which is going to be 2. And I know that x multiplied by something will give me x squared. And remember, that's going to be x. Why is that? Remember that x times x, you have an imaginary 1 there, imaginary 1 there, you get x squared. Okay, so let me just move that over here so you guys have that. Okay, now the next step is going to be, so let's pop that in, it's going to be 2x. And then we know we have a positive sign here. Now, let's do 10x multiplied by something to give us 30xy. Remember, 10x multiplied by something will give us 30. So we know that 10 times 3 gives us 30. We know the x is already there, so we don't need to include the x there. And then we know y is missing, so there we go, we're going to add a y there. So I'm going to then add 3y. And there you go. And now if you guys are still contemplating, did we do the right thing? Let's just multiply them out. And then we can see 10x times 2x gives us 20x squared. Then we have 10x multiplied by 3y gives us 30xy. Okay, now let's move on to the next question. This one, let's rewrite it. So we have 7x minus 2, then we have minus 4x plus 3. This isn't factorizing, but here these questions tend to be with factorizing questions. So let's expand. We've done this in the previous video, so if you guys do get confused, watch the previous video. So obviously 7 times x is 7x. Then we have 7 times minus 2, remember, they're grouped together. That's going to become minus 14. Then we have here minus 4 times x, which is going to be minus 4x. Then we have, remember, again, the sign in the front is grouped with it. So minus 4 times 3 is going to be minus 12. Then let's find the common numbers. So let's choose a different color. Common, there's a 7x here, minus 4x here. They can be grouped together. 7x minus 4x. Then we have here minus 14 and minus 12. So we can write minus 14 minus 12. What is that going to become? Remember, 7x minus 4x is 3x. Then we have minus 14 minus 12. This is going to become more negative. So that's going to be minus 26. And we can simplify this fully. What do? We can take out a 3, right? And then we can put an x here. Then we put the minus there. So let's see, will that work? 3 here, 26. No. So this is why you need to be careful. You might have assumed, so if we do a 3 times 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27. See, we didn't make it. So this is why sometimes be careful. You might think it is, but you can't simplify that anymore. So this is going to be the answer. Okay. Hope that makes sense, and follow for more on Smile Tutors UK.